content management system, or second if you do define WordPress as a content management system. So we should all be pretty proud, pretty excited about where Joomla's come, what Joomla's accomplished, and also how we've accomplished it. And so next part is what's coming next. And that's blank on purpose now because really there is no hard and fast definition of what comes next for Joomla. You could look at that as as a negative or as a positive. I think that, to me, I look at it as a positive. And frankly, it's kind of at the root of why I became involved. I was interested to become involved with Joomla in the first place, just because I like the idea that we don't have a benevolent dictator for life. I like the idea that there's not a company that's telling us what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. It's just up to us. And so all of us, as members of this project, as members of this community, have the opportunity to define, guide, give our input, have our say in what the future direction of Joomla is, one of the top content management systems in the world in terms of number of installed websites. And to me, that's pretty exciting. There are a few things that, when it's not totally a blank slate. There's about 15 standing working groups under the production leadership team. And if you do a Google search for Joomla production working groups, you'll see a page on the docs.joomla.org site. This is a wiki. It lists about 15 different working groups. It's just standing teams, standing as in permanent, ongoing, that are focused on different areas that we may include some future improvements into either the Joomla platform, the framework that the content management system runs on, or the content management system itself. For example, some things like the database working group, documentation, JavaScript, multi-site, search, translations, unified content model, user experience, web services. There's some more in there too. So there's opportunities, especially if you're a developer, to either plug into one of these existing standing working groups and say, hey, I want to drive, help define, help push Joomla forward in one of these areas. Or if you're not a developer, but you know somebody who is, then you can try to point them into one of those working groups. Or the other really cool thing is that there's the opportunity, and it's listed on that webpage, that if you want to start a new working group, you can. There's nothing stopping you, and there's members of the production leadership team that will help you to get started with that. And you'll need to recruit some other folks to help you, and you can get your feature, you can get your big idea into Joomla if it gains enough traction, if it gains enough support, and you can get the code written. So it really is up to us in terms of how we want to define and shape the future of Joomla. There's another initiative that's coming up. I don't think anything's been publicly announced about it, so it's not like a big groundbreaking thing, but we had a leadership summit at Bad Nauheim, Germany, at the Jane Beyond conference back in May. And one of the outcomes of that from a leadership standpoint was we formed a new working group that has members of all three leadership teams, and it's going to try to set some overall, help the community set some overall goals for the project. We're going to be coming out with a survey pretty soon in the next few weeks, I hope, and it's going to identify some different areas, not just code features for the platform and the CMS, but also services, support in the community on the Joomla.org websites, other things, and we're going to ask everybody to come in and identify what they feel like are the top priorities that they want the Joomla project to focus on in 2013. We're going to take a look at that. We're going to turn it around into some specific measurable goals and try to really, that 2013 be a really strong year for Joomla, where we can build on the great advancements of Joomla 3.0 that are coming out next week and really continue Joomla is a powerful community. It's up to us to chart our future with it. Just a few final closing thoughts about this event. I get the opportunity to go to a number of events, and I'm always really energized by the opportunities that we get to learn, to share, and to connect. Those are the three things that I always come away with at events like this. And it's about more than just taking notes and seeing what you can learn. It's about more than swapping business cards, things like that. I think there's really going to be a lot of stories that come out of this weekend of people that came away with a new vision for what they want to do with Joomla, came away with some new inspiration for how you want to do bigger and better things with Joomla. And so I hope that over the course of these next 2 days, you'll all really think in terms of that. You'll look for opportunities to learn, share, and connect. You'll think in terms of, as I walk into this session, is there something that I'm going to hear, something that I'm going to pick up on that might give me some new inspiration, might give me a new vision for what I want to do with Joomla, for how I want to contribute to help make Joomla better, or just for how I want to make the world a little better place with Joomla. Or maybe it's talking with somebody over lunch, meeting with somebody for dinner. There's going to be all kinds of opportunities to do that, and I hope to hear some great stories come out of this event along those lines. And that's really the last point I want to make is that I'm here giving the keynote talk. I'm going to be speaking in a couple of other sessions, but that's really not the main reason why I'm here. The main reason why I'm here is I want to listen. And I want you all to tell me, and please, tell me what your ideas, what your thoughts, what your suggestions, what your hopes, what your dreams, what your complaints, what your desires, what your passion is around Joomla. And I may not be able to help answer, solve, implement every idea that is given to me, but I sure want to hear them all, and that's really the main reason why I'm here. And I want to close with that. Thank you, Marion, Laura, and Scott, for inviting me, allowing me to be here. I'm excited to be here and excited about what I'm going to get to learn, share, and connect this weekend too. So thank you all.